Alright guys, welcome back to a new episode. On this episode, we're actually taking a look at World of Warcraft Classic, but we're taking a look at Season of Discovery this time. So this is the last installment to the trilogy, so to speak, of World of Warcraft Classic. We took a look at World of Warcraft Classic the era servers, which are basically just vanilla, and they're already all the way progressed. Then we did a first impression on Turtle WoW as well, which is like the OOG World of Warcraft Classic experience, I think, with their, but they took their own twist on it, and Turtle WoW is a private server. Those videos are in the description, or they're also on the channel if you want to check those out. I did take into consideration your feedback on the audio for this time, so I will do my best to fix these issues, and I believe I have. But now we're taking a look at Season of Discovery, which is not quite Classic Plus, but kind of like Blizzard's take on Classic Vanilla, but with their own twist. So there's a lot of different things that go into this game, so we'll take a look at it. I do have to say I'm not fully new to Season of Discovery. I've played a couple characters, but none past level 15. So yeah, there's that, I guess. So I would say let's jump right into it. The main thing is here that the classic roles basically of each spec are a little changed. So they are runes, and runes is something that you can discover in the world. There's quests that you do to get runes, etc., and those runes give you special powers. They change the playstyle of the class. For example, you can have, I think, like a hunter tank, or you can have like a shaman tank, which before wasn't a thing. So but with those runes, and those runes, then you equip them, etc., switches up your playstyle. So we're playing on Wild Growth today. I do not have a character here. Season of Discovery, the realms are locked to an extent, and you can only make one character on the, well, you can only choose one faction on the realm. So if we go with Alliance, then if we make alts, then they have to be Alliance. We cannot make a Horde. So let's go ahead and create a character. It looks like here we can actually choose. So if you can choose both factions when you create a character, your first character, that means that the server is pretty balanced. If one faction is grayed out, so you locked, so you can't choose it, that means that there are already enough characters created, or too many characters created for this faction. So this is Blizzard's take on kind of balancing the faction population on the server. So let's say Horde would be grayed out. I can only choose Alliance. That means there's less Alliance players than Horde players. So they locked Horde, no more characters on a Horde. You can only make new characters for new accounts and new realms on Alliance. So we're going with Alliance. I think we're going to go with a human, and here I'm thinking either a warlock, a mage, a rogue. I don't know how the warriors changed in that spec. I kind of want to, like, I think warriors are a decent idea. Maybe we'll go warrior, and we'll see how warrior will feel. Yeah, I think let's go with that. Let's go with the warrior. I don't know much. I've played a hunter before. I played a hunter to level 15, a couple different runes, but I've never really gotten fully into it, so it is kind of new. So let's go with the warrior. We'll go with a fairly young looking warrior. We're new to this, so and then for the name, what are we gonna go for the name? What about Smash? Okay. That would have been, well, smashed. Okay. Would have been too easy, huh? Let's see. What other name can we go with? That name is also gone. Alright, we'll go with this one, Hammerkopf, or Hammerkopf in German. So let's go with this character, and let's see what Season of Discovery is like. This is like a first impression, though. I guess you could say it's not a true first impression, because I've played it before, so I know a little bit what to expect. But I still do want to point out some of the differences. So this is pretty similar, right? It's the same thing as Classic, but with its own twist.
The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
All right. And there we are, and holy cow, I guess there is way too many add-ons on here, so, wow, welcome to Questy Phase 1. Please choose if you want to see them or not. This can always... Okay, holy cow. So there are some add-ons installed. Let's turn those off. So we don't need this. We don't need rested, slide bar, stubby, weapon swinger, all these things. These add-ons we don't need. I don't need dominoes. I don't need Dragonflight UI. I do like Back Brothers though. Alright, let's reload the UI, see if this looks a little better. This is messy. Alright, we'll keep Zygor in because I do really like Zygor. And I think we will go from here. Alright, this time I have adjusted the audio. So I will still keep an eye on it for all the things, but I hear you. There have been... The action has been too much, so I turned it down, so we'll see how it goes. So first thing, actually quite a few players here. Surprising. So the first thing we need to know about Season of Discovery is that it goes in phases. Phase 1 and Phase 2 are fully done. Phase 3 is currently active, and then Phase 4 will be the last phase. So there's also a level gap. So right now the level gap is 50. Right, and then Phase 4 will open up, that will bring it all the way to 40. The rate of 60, the rates are different as well. So let's go. And because of this, you see this, Discovers the Light, meaning that there is actually a 150% experience boost currently going on because they're trying to get players caught up with... Let's actually turn a couple things off here again. They're actually trying to get people caught up with the current state of the game, right? So we're not taking... Skip, let's see, for quests, auto accept and turn in quests. Okay, that's what I wanted to turn off. So, we're not gonna... I feel like I can make the music a little louder. So we have action bars. This is, right, we have action bars, yeah. Okay, audio. Let's bring this up. I think we can bring the music up. Music, ambient sound. If I look at it, it actually goes pretty well. Oh, the building is high. The building is high. So I'm gonna adjust it actually. This is ambient, right? Okay.
Well met. Light bless you. For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend.
Sorry, I'm still playing around with it a little bit. Actually gonna... Maybe... It's a little high. Okay, I think maybe about right here. So we're gonna use this time and we're gonna talk more about what Season of Discovery is, rather than the quest line, right? I'm familiar with the starting area, I'm familiar with the quests. We've covered the quests in Turtle WoW. They're pretty much the same, so not much difference here.
See you around.
So the first thing that we have to take note of is, unlike, let's check that these attacks are actually not that loud, which they don't seem to be. The first thing that we should notice is, first thing we should notice is we only had to kill one mob to get to level 2. Wow, that is crazy. The graphics, right? Compared to Turtle WoW, this is fully different, and the graphics are better than that they are in even the classic era realms. To my experience, at least, to what I think. So we have updated character model, it seems like. We have updated graphics in general, so that is different. So this aside, and of course aside, okay, let's equip this. Do we have a bag? No, we don't have any extra space. Okay, so
not enough raid.
Is this oh, I thought that's at level 13. So all this aside, what is Season of Discovery? Season of Discovery is all about changing the traditional playstyle and giving not new classes, but new class abilities. So based on the ruins that you can get, right? And we don't have any ruins yet. You can get different ruins. And the ruins are kind of like your abilities. So you see this ruin symbol right here. So that is one ruin that we probably will get for the warrior in a little bit. And then you will see how those ruins apply, and you will see how it changes our abilities. And then those ruins will actually be engraved. Will be engraved in your equipment. So the first rune, I think, always goes into the gloves, and then other runes will go into like your pants slots, your chest slot, etc. It's like an enchantment. So if you think about it as like an enchantment, that's kind of, I guess, a good way to think about it. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to think about it. So if you're jumping on Season of Discovery right now, it's probably the easiest. So here we have our first glove. It's probably the easiest start that you'll ever get. So I'm assuming this is going to go away when when phase 4 opens up, and with each phase there's like new raids and things that will open, and then probably this buff will go away. Like right now, 150% experience, that's crazy, right? It's moving insanely fast. Also, the fact that we're getting 300%, so 3 times as much gold on quest rewards, right? 150% experience gains increased by 150%, earned from quests increased by 300. So 3 times the amount of gold that we would usually get. Which I'm not quite sure why, because that one I really don't know. So if anyone knows, let me know down in the comments why there might be additional gold, or why those rates have been upped. That I really don't know, because I feel like there's, well, I guess if you, okay, makes sense, right? If you level quicker, then you need to train your skills, etc., and maybe you fall behind on gold, so they want to keep it up. Maybe that is like the ratio, 300%, like, or your ratio of experience to gold is 1 to 2. So if you up the experience ratio by 1, then you need to up the gold ratio by 2 to keep like the progression in line. I guess that's probably why. That's probably how it works. So right now we are a level 3 warrior. And let's go hand in our quest right here. That'll probably push us to level 4. We're gonna out-level the starting area before we're gonna be done with the quests. But we're gonna follow the quest line as if...
Have a good one.
We're just gonna follow the quest line all the way as if Afterlife.
What are you looking for?
Oh nice, it sells as well as if there was no experience right now.
King's honor, friend.
So
For the
global
Alliance.
cleanup,
Go with honor,
investigate
friend.
Ridge,
Light
send the
bless you.
letter.
Be careful.
Okay, so right now I think we might be getting the first ruin right here. Right, this is our warrior trainer.
Can I help you? Be careful. See you around.
I require warrior so we can train charge. We can train battle. We can't train Ren.
See you later.
Okay, the lost
For the
ruin. We
Alliance.
need to accept that. So let's go in here. Charge. That's always a nice one. We can get rid of auto attack. Increasing the melee attack power by all party members within 20 yards by 60 in last 2 minutes. So, no, he didn't get the name Watermelon, did he? Oh, Wet Melon. I was like, no way he got Watermelon. No way. So now we got the quest for our first ruin. But I guess first we still have to kill some kobolds. And as you see, I guess this is case in point. So we leveled up so fast, but we didn't make enough gold yet to actually get all the skills. So right now we need to kill kobold workers. So let's charge them. This charge here actually, it does generate some rage and it stuns people. Okay. So I don't know which version of classic or vanilla technically Season of Discovery runs on. So if anyone in the comments knows, let me know down in the comments. And the next thing is if you would like me to live stream the whole thing as well, of course, let me know in the comments below as well. Live streaming is something I would debate getting back into. Other than that, it seems all this seems to be the same. There is an ammo pouch right here, so what we saw in Classic with our Hunter is that there's actually, you know, we are required to carry ammunition with us in order to use our ranged weapon, which in retail, of course, is not a thing. In Classic, it is, and it seems to be in Season of Discovery, that is a thing as well. So we're kind of flying through this right now. I'm not even paying attention to my HP bar.
Not ready yet.
Not too worried right now, actually, about it. We're out leveling these monsters pretty quickly, and then the very first starting area is never that crazy, right? Like we saw it on well, I should take it back. On the Classic era server, the starting area for the dwarf wasn't that crazy either, right? But for the warrior in Turtle WoW, it actually seemed pretty difficult. I mean, you saw we died. We accidentally pulled, when we pulled 2 monsters, it was drastic. So maybe, yeah, maybe this one is like a little toned down. We actually got an upgrade here, okay. So here I'm curious to see how does the warrior actually change. So I guess we can use this battle thing right here as well. But I'm curious to see how the warrior will change its playstyle. Warriors can be tanks or can be DPSs. So how are the ruins going to make this the last rune? Oh, I need to go in there. How are the ruins going to change that style? A shaman that before was either a DPS or a heal now can be a tank. Hunters, oh no, this was the hunter thing. I think hunters can be a fully melee combat. They don't have to be ranged. That was their switch in playstyle. I think mages, warlocks all got different abilities, but I'm not sure about the warriors actually. I don't know how. Oh shit, we can't go this way. I don't know how the warriors playstyle would change, because at the end of the day, we can only be a tank, or we can be a DPS. So I'm curious to see how this will change, and I don't know how soon that comes in. Another big thing with Season of Discovery is the raids. So there's actually 10-man raids early on. So the first raid, I don't know if it opens at 25, but it's I think it's Death Mines. No, it's not Death Mines. It's that not underwater. So now we gotta learn it. So here's how it works. You find ruins. There's quests. Ruins can be hidden. There might be quested, or you might just find them out in the open world by talking to NPCs and things like that. So the thing is, the idea behind it is that you go out in the world and you discover these, right? Season of Discovery. So you go off the beaten path. Maybe you talk to NPCs that you usually wouldn't talk to. Maybe you check a couple chests or loot things that you usually wouldn't, and you find these runes. These runes are then engraved, and you see here you will have different tabs for different runes. So this rune goes to the hand, and that's the very first rune that you find in all the quest lines for all the races is always the hand one, and it gives you an ability. So this one is Victory Rush. So instead of learning Victory Rush, we get it as a rune and we engrave it to our gloves, and that way now I can instantly attack the target, causing 21 damage and healing you for 30% of your maximum health, only usable within 20 seconds after you kill an enemy. And I think now... Oh yeah, then you have a rune step in your skills, and that's how you can pull those on your...
You need something?
On your action bar. Right, okay, now I remember. That's how it works. So, the rate that Pocket Hammer... No, his name is Pocket Hammer. My name is Hammerkopf. Hey, may I join the guild? Just created a new char on this room. Okay, so
Light be with you.
unlike
For the Alliance.
unlike Turtle WoW, there is no restriction to how soon you can talk in
Have a good one.
Classic WoW.
Hey there.
And let's see, now we can
See you
train
around.
Rend as well. Thank you very much. You have a new skill available. Okay. So now we can do Rend as well, which is wounding the targets, right? So we'll put that on 4, collect 12 bandanas. So if I had to rate it so far, I would say that Turtle WoW is definitely the hardest experience. And starting experience, and that right now Season of Discovery is the easiest, maybe always the easiest, and then Classic Era Service after that. But we're already level 5, and we're 20 minutes-ish into the whole experience. So let's see. Okay, unlike what has not changed is this. So, do we actually need to get these buckets? No, not yet. Okay, so we just need to kill these Defiers. Just resist it. So in Total WoW, these were actually pretty like difficult, and maybe we should have done. I should have probably stuck with the same character in all. So that it would be a good comparison. So right now we can only compare Total WoW Warrior starting or Hunter starting compared to the human starting as a warrior in Season of Discovery. I guess that was not the best idea, but anyway, it is what it is. I just wanted to go with something that is familiar. The other thing we have here is, as you see, quality of life, I guess. So we can do auto loot.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Oh, let's actually take him out. Since he's running at us, we would have pulled him anyways. This Victory Rush seems to be pretty nuts if you think about it. Is this better? Oh, this is better. Victory Rush seems pretty nuts, right? Like, it does a lot of damage and it heals us for 30% of our health. And we can do it every time, within 20 seconds after killing an enemy. So we can basically use charge to get to enemies. They're stunned throw the victory rush, we get healed full from probably our last fight. We'll put rend on the whole thing, and then that's almost it. The fight is almost over, right? That's crazy. Oh, we do have some gloves here. So this is here. Let me show you this. This is interesting. So we have a better belt. We have different gloves. So as you see, my victory rush actually went away. So I have to go back in here, and I have to engrave it again. You see the engravement is actually, I was pointing with my finger on the screen. You see the engravement is still on the other gloves right here. It still says Victory Rush is engraved on it. So yeah, every time you change your equipment, you do need to apply your runes as well. But it doesn't cost anything to apply runes. And there is really, it doesn't do anything to the equipment. So if you want to put another rune on a piece of equipment, you can do that. There is no penalty. You don't have to remove the old rune or anything. You just put the new one over it, and that's all there is to it. So we're flying through this right here. We're basically not taking any damage, partially because we're insanely over leveled. The other thing is we have Victory Rush, which heals us for full to the amount of damage that we're currently taking. So I guess if you want to play Kata and keep an eye on Reddit, okay, I didn't read that. I didn't know what that was about. But if you want to start Season of Discovery, I would highly recommend doing it now, as this buff is active. So if you're fully new to it, it gives you a little bit of a catch up, so that you can catch up with level 50, which is currently the cap, and then you can get into the, what do you call it, the next raid when that comes out. Let's check out the guild. Actually, we're level 6. Let's check out the guild. How many are in here currently? We have 6 members, 10 members. So it's a fairly new guild. Okay. I don't know what might have caused this new guild to form, but that's cool. New guild is always good. Okay, that was the last of this. Let's kill this guy right here, and then we're done with the quest, and we go to the Cobalt Laborers. That's right. Those are the next is slain. So that was an upgrade. Let's turn that in, because then we also have to kill that one guy right here. So here's the one thing I would say, and it goes kind of back to a not a big argument, but a point that was brought up under my Fresh Start Classic Era video, which, again, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. It really did amazing. I did not expect that. So this is a 33% upgrade.
See you around.
So turned in Brotherhood of Thieves.
Have a good one.
Oh, and now I need
Hey
to
there.
accept the others
Safe
too
travels.
as well. Okay.
See you later.
Which brings up an argument that was mentioned. We don't need mana. We probably don't need that either. That was mentioned under my, like I said, under my video for the Classic Era one, and that is, there is no point, or what is the point in a fresh start if the server is already fully progressed, if the people are already min-maxing the shit out of the game, and then even once you catch up to level 60, which might be a nice time, then now you're just back in the same loop of the server's max. There's no new content coming out, and that is fine. I think there's nothing wrong with it. Like, yeah, if you want to continuous progression, then you probably need to play retail, or maybe you need to progress to over to Cataclysm. But other than that, yeah, at some point Vanilla WoW was over, so there is nothing more to come. The servers in Classic Era, they're fully progressed. There's nothing more coming. So if you want something like that, but maybe you want like community projects to keep the whole thing going, maybe Turtle WoW would be something for you. And I will make a separate video as well, pointing out all the benefits of each of these servers, each of these versions of Classic. But initially, when Season of Discovery came out, it was a big deal, right? It was something very exciting. It was something new. And there was literally everything to discover, right? You didn't have to, you had to like find out where are the ruins, what do the ruins do, you know, how can I change my playstyle? Of course, nowadays with anything, Wowhead, etc., all these things will be leaked, or not leaked, but discovered and published articles on fairly quickly. So if you wanted to, within a couple of weeks, Season of Discovery was fully figured out for the most part. So you can, where all the ruins are, etc. Most of them found them within the first like week or so. And then now, if you take a look at my map, actually, you see that the runes are laid out on the map. Here are the runes. These are the runes that you can get, right? That I can get for my character right now. So the discovery part of it is, you might say, over, right? But it is with any server, with any game that you play where you are not in right on the ground floor when the action starts, you know, you might not get the same nostalgia out of it. And I think that's fine. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a neutral thing. That's just the way it is. I think that the roads should give players a small speed boost. Huh, that'd be actually cool. That would be pretty dope. Be pretty dope. Never thought of that. I think that's just the way it is with any game, right? Like if I pick up Dark Souls, for example, right now, the game is figured out. If I wanted to, I can Google anything. So I can play this game without an add-on, and I can figure all these things out for myself, as, you know, Season of Discovery maybe was intended to be. Or I can download an add-on like Zygo, Rested XP, you know, insert name of random add-on here, and it will tell me an optimal route, etc., and it will catch me up to
See you later.
to where everyone is at right now, so then I can play, you know, I can get on the ground floor when the new season, the new phase drops, etc. So I guess it just depends on your playstyle, but in my opinion, there is no right or wrong. It will happen with any game that you start. If you are not within the first week, then yeah, it's figured out. If you wanted to, you could just look it up. But it comes down to what you want. So, for example, I have played Season of Discovery a little bit. I currently just want to showcase what Season of Discovery is like. But I don't want to go around and search for the ruins. I want to show you the ruins. And at this point, I figured it's not so much that I don't want to discover, or that I think maybe there is no sense in how do I say this? I'm trying to think how to better say this. The point of the ruins is to change your playstyle, right? That was the whole thing of Season of Discovery. Hey, we have ruins. They will change the way your role, your character, your class plays. Period. Cool. So now I just want the ruins. I don't want to go through and figure out where to get the ruins, or which quests to do, or which crates to loot, because that's not the way I like to play the game. At this point, I am just curious, hey, like, how will my class change? But not, what do I need to do to change my class? So, if you want to play it that way, download an add-on like me. If you don't want it, everything basically given away, like the easy mode, some people might say, then don't use an add-on for it. And like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. Both are, I think, in my opinion, fair ways of playing the game. You do whatever you want to do, however you want to play the game. This is not like vanilla classic, right? This is not new to us in that sense. We all have, well, not me, but most people by now have fully played through classic era servers. We all know the quest lines. We've done a lot of these quest lines multiple times already, so there's nothing new here. it was just at the beginning, yeah, figuring out what the ruin thing that is new. And I know that Phase 1, Season of Discovery Phase 1, initially was very well received. I think Phase 2, when the next raid opened up, and then in Phase 1 the level cap was 20, and then in Phase 2 the level cap was 40. And I think Phase 3, when they raised the level cap to 50, and I think opened up a new raid, that was not so well received. I don't know why. So that I would have to look into. Oh, thank you, I appreciate it. Why that was not so well received. You have a new upgrade. I think I equipped the upgrade. Yeah, I think I have all the things equipped. So, yeah, there's that, right? So play however you want to play it. Use an add-on, speed things up if you want to. At this point, I think you can do either way. You have the buff Discovery of Delight. Even if you just want to play without an add-on, you will never fall behind because of this. You'll always stay ahead. It's not as difficult as
Have a good one.
bring to okay. It's not as difficult as hardcore, which I guess hardcore would be another version of WoW Classic that we could try at some point as well. Hardcore is basically you die, your character is done. So I guess that is another version.
I buy and trade.
I could try as well. So let's get rid of all of these because we don't need that either. But yeah, does that kind of get, I think, get my point across?
Safe travel.
Hopefully. I hope so. I don't know. I feel like I kind of went in circle a little bit here.
Be careful.
Report to Goldshire. Okay, so let's put this. We'll run up the stairs, hand that quest in. So we're almost leaving Northshire here with level 8 due to this level boost that's currently active. And let me just check my phone that everything is still okay. We're currently 37 minutes in. So once we leave Northshire Abbey, once we've done everything here, we're actually gonna end the episode, and that will be like a first impression on Season of Discovery, what the very first level or starter zone is like. So let's go here really quick and let's hand in our, not hand in, but like see if we can train anything. We can train parry, which is always good. Oh, and we can train Thunderclap. I think Thunderclap's like an AoE stun. Blast nearby enemies, increasing the time between their attacks. Right, it does damage, and let's see. I think like this. It actually does damage and slows down the enemy, so the increased time. But as we're walking out of Northshire Abbey right here, let's see. Let's take a screenshot right here, and this is where we're going to end the very first episode. Oh, actually, I messed up. I think. Oh no. What happened? I don't know what happened. Okay, I don't know what happened. I messed up in the recording. All right, so thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. This was just the very first 5 levels. Well, technically 5 levels, the starting zone. And then in episode 2, we will take a look at how Season of Discovery progresses so far. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will see you in the next episode. And let me know down in the comments below how you like this style, if the audio was better, and if you want to see more of it, and how you feel about live streaming the whole thing.